Christian Novels Audiobooks, The Story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo, the Cross Penny series, Kisses and Mercy, episode number 137. At break time, everyone in Tony's shed went across the street to the mess hall with visions of freshly baked cookies calling them like a siren's song. Jean laughed as she saw them coming. Wayne, we still need that duck crossing sign. She picked up a piece of chalk and wrote on the chalkboard, "Tonight, Eduardo preaching right after supper." Willie was already there, showing Wayne and Jean his rough drawings and updating them on the phone call. "Wayne and Jean, I would like to rent some of your warehouse space either behind the pink line or where the fence supplies have been. I'm going to need a place to store some installation equipment as well as some consumable supplies. I will pay the going rate for any square footage I use," Woody explained. "Since everything is food equipment and food-grade supplies, it will be legal to put in there. The carpenters out there are just about finished. Would it be okay if I hired them to partition off the section where the remaining fence supplies are?" Wayne and Jean looked at each other and nodded their heads. Beth sat down next to Willie, leaned over, and kissed him on the cheek. Carrie sat down next to Jean. Woody came in and sat down at the same table and spoke. "Okay, I've made a few phone calls, and the netting for the shipping and receiving bays will be here tomorrow, ready to hang. 6 tiny garages, as Sophie called them, complete with doors, will be here Saturday, ready built to contain 2 ovens each. They are being made as we speak out of the same material NASA uses to fireproof the rockets. They will keep the heat inside and out of the whole warehouse, and my client will install them." Wayne and Jean looked at each other, puzzled. "I'm sorry, I thought they told you." Woody pointed to Willie, Beth, and Carrie. "Told us what?" Jean asked. "Oops," Beth said, and then explained. "Well, they're great ideas, but sound rather expensive. So, Woody, you found one of your accounting clients to handle this?" Wayne asked. Woody took another bite of his cookie, nodded his head. Wayne and Jean both saw his mischievous grin and knew he only had one client, the United States government. "Wayne, can I take the mic and talk to these guys?" Willie asked. "I don't see why not." Wayne took a sip of his tea. "Woody, if I can get trouble, bail me out, would you?" Willie laughed. "Nah, you only get 1 free pass from me," Woody laughed. "Yeah, just make sure you don't need me." Willie stood up by the microphone. "Gentlemen, I would like to give Wayne and Jean an update on Tony's shed." The room quieted down as he continued. 2 of the 3 production lines are completely installed. The 3rd is getting there very quickly. Beth and Carrie's office are complete, including installation, so they can hear themselves think. Carrie's office remains unfurnished, but Beth is all decked out with Mark's little kitchen table and his 2 matching chairs. "Thank you, Mark." Everyone laughed. The 2 restrooms with showers are finished. There is a place in each for lockers to be installed in the future. The break area is also ready for furnishing. You homecomers are an amazing group of men with incredible skills and work ethics. As you all know, I got into deep trouble in hot water this morning behind the microphone, and Woody had to bail me out. But he just told me I could only have 1 free pass, and I already used it. So here I go, with permission of Wayne and Jean, right? Willie looked at both of them. "Yes." "Yep," Wayne replied. "With their permission, I have drawn out some fast food plans for filling stations and convenience stores. The manufacturer of the ovens and some of the other equipment out there has offered me an exclusive distributorship for this area and surrounding areas. I need to find out what you would charge to install these 3 setups. The equipment would come directly to you when a sale has been made close to you. So please take a look and give me some prices so I can start making sales. Also, with Wayne and Jean's permission," Willie stopped and looked at Wayne and Jean. Surprisingly, Wayne got up and took the mic away from Willie. Wayne ran his tongue around his mouth, getting the last bit of cookie out from his teeth, and swallowed. "You carpenter guys are about to be sent out to the fence line unless you're willing to get with Willie and get some measurements to partition off where the fence supplies have been and make Willie a warehouse, which he will rent from us. You're bordering on standing around and doing nothing, and you know that's not a Vozzolo produce trait," he said, as seriously as he could. He stepped away from the mic and went back to the table. Before Wayne could sit down, every carpenter was headed toward Willie. "What you need, Willie?" the first one asked. Willie took a napkin and drew out what he needed, including shelving. Willie and I will take my box truck and head off to the lumber yard when you guys finish up, the same carpenter offered. Willie handed the drawings of the 3 food station models to Beth. Be back a little while. Would you take care of this for me? Sure. Willie quickly kissed her and headed to the door with the carpenter. Wayne, Jean, Carrie, and Woody laughed while everyone else came over to look at the drawings and give Beth installation prices.